Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you all for coming. Welcome to Hare Krishna Valley. This is a spiritual place, a place where the focus of life is different to the focus in general society. Just like you see on the main board when you come in. It says Hare Krishna Valley, and then underneath it says natural living, higher thinking. So the focus here is higher thinking. To have a deeper philosophy or deeper meaning to life. Modern society is lost. Is that a fair statement? Do you think?
Yes.
A little bit lost? Yeah, some people agree with me. I think most of you agree. It's a little bit lost because there's not a spiritual focus in society. People are now too materialistic, too much focused on material gain. And material gain cannot give happiness to the soul. You can have all the material things in the world, but you won't feel happy on the inside. You need some spiritual focus in order to feel happy on the inside. You know, just like we give the example of just like a fish. So you take the fish out of the water and you put him on a banana lounge. And then you give the fish some Coca-Cola and some earpods. And you give him whatever he wants, some denim jeans and things like this. How will the fish feel?
Lost.
He's not happy. Why? Because he's not in his natural environment. The fish cannot feel happy if he is just living on a banana lounge, drinking Coca-Cola. Because that's not the nature of the fish. The fish is meant to be in the water, swimming around in the ocean. That's where he feels happy and natural. That's his natural environment. So in the same way, we are all Jivatma. Jivatma means we are the soul. And the soul is happy when the soul is in the spiritual environment or the spiritual world. The soul cannot be happy in this world because it is not the natural environment. Because at this point in time, our soul is covered by a material body. We have this body which is made of matter, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mahabhutas. Right? So this is not our natural body. This body has too many problems. Does your body have problems sometimes? Yeah? Once or twice your body had some problem?
Yes.
Yeah. Why does the body have problems? Because it's not natural. The soul is trapped within the body. But we are not the body, we are the soul. And as long as we're in this material world, we will not feel completely happy and satisfied. Therefore, we teach here higher thinking, which means we teach you how to go back to the spiritual world, where we originally come from. And the process of going back to the spiritual world is to change your consciousness. Because at the moment, everyone has material consciousness. What is material consciousness? It is based on aham mameti. Aham means I, and mameti means mine. So everyone in this material world, they're thinking in terms of I and mine. Right? I am the controller, and I am the enjoyer of this world. That's what everyone thinks. Right? I want to enjoy everything in this world. It's for me. Just like Coca-Cola, what is their motto? Enjoy. Yeah, enjoy Coca-Cola. But if you drink too much Coke, you won't enjoy. It's actually acid. You look it up on YouTube. If you have grease on your garage floor, what's the best thing to get the grease off? Coca-Cola. So you put the grease, and then so imagine you're putting that into your stomach, and it's doing the same thing. It's acid. It just eats everything. So they say enjoy Coca-Cola. But they don't tell you, but afterwards it will burn your stomach. And it will clean all the grease out. Actually, they should sell it as a grease removal product, because that's what it's good for. I don't drink these things, because they're not good for the health. So, in this world, people try to enjoy, but enjoyment, it eludes many of us. So that's the nature of this material world. We want to enjoy and control. But what can you control in this world? Everyone wants to control things. If I can control, then I can enjoy. But how much can you control in this world? You can't even control when you're going to blink. We'll have a competition, 1 minute, no one blink. Ready? Go. Right, you're out. This is ridiculous. But the point is, you have no control. You don't have any control. You can't even control when you're going to go to the toilet. You can't even control when you're going to blink. So what's the control? Everyone in this world wants to control so we can enjoy. But it's artificial. Because you cannot control things in this world. It's beyond your control. And you cannot enjoy everything in this world because it's not meant just for our enjoyment. Right? The soul will only enjoy completely when it goes back to the spiritual world. That's higher thinking. That's what we're teaching here. Right? We teach people how to go back to the spiritual world. But you have to change your consciousness from aham mameti, everything is I, and mameti means mine. Right? Everything belongs to me. It's for my pleasure. It's my house. It's my helicopter. It's my jacuzzi. It's my rock watch. It's my Reeboks. It's all mine. No, it's not yours. Because everything can be taken away from you just like that. So what really? So we should not be in this consciousness of material aham mameti. There is a spiritual aham mameti. Aham means I. So when you're in spiritual consciousness, you just think I am. Fill in the dots. What is the correct answer for spiritual consciousness? I am?
Servant of Krishna.
Very good. Servant of Krishna. Very good. Yes, I am servant of Krishna. Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. Right? We are Krishna's servant. Who is Krishna? Krishna is, in our teachings, he is God. But he is the blue cowherd boy you see in all the pictures. That's how we see God. He's a blue cowherd boy. He likes to have fun. God likes to have fun. Hands up if you like to have fun. Okay, about 70%. I don't know what the rest of you do. But I like to have fun. I like to have fun. So why do we like to have fun? Because God likes to have fun. Krishna likes to have fun. So how does he have fun? Right? You see in the picture, he's feeding his peacock with his friend on the bank of the river. In the other picture, he's dancing with all his friends in the forest. In the other picture, he's playing his flute while he's looking after his cows. That sounds like fun. Does that sound like fun? Yeah. So that's what he does. He likes to have fun. So you have to understand you are Krishna's servant. And when you think like that, I want to go and I want to enter into that spiritual world. Prabhupada, who is the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, he is our founder, he said these pictures are like windows into the spiritual world. So we're looking into the spiritual world. So I want to become a servant of Krishna, just like you see Krishna's friends. They're serving him. Just like in that picture, they're bringing him gifts, things that he can use in his service. So that's how we have to think. I am Krishna's servant. And if we think like that, our consciousness, when we die, we can go back to live with Krishna in the spiritual world. Some people call it heaven. We call it Vaikuntha or Goloka, Vrindavan. It has different names. Vaikuntha means a place where there is no kunta. Kunta means anxiety. Anxiety. A place where there's no anxiety. Have you ever been to a place where there's no anxiety? Yeah, because in this world you can't go there. Because there's anxiety everywhere in this world. Right? Everyone has some anxiety somewhere in the world. Right? You can't, even here at Hare Krishna Valley, it's not completely free from anxiety. There's definitely less anxiety here. It's very peaceful. But there's some anxiety, because this world means there'll be anxiety. But in that spiritual world, there is no anxiety. Krishna just looks after everything. All you have to do is serve him. And then you get free lunch every day. Just like here at Hare Krishna Valley. Have you had the Hare Krishna food before, the prasadam? Is it nice? Yeah, it's very nice. So, if you go back to the spiritual world, you can have that every day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, free. Every day. Is it a good deal? Pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal. So we can teach you how to get there. You have to change your consciousness. If you have spiritual consciousness, you can go back and live in the spiritual world. And if you live in the spiritual world, then everything there is provided for you. There's no anxiety. So that is the nature of Goloka, the spiritual world. So we have to think, I am, aham, I am Krishna's servant. Mameti, and Krishna is my master, or he is my friend, or he is my... We think like that. So when you think like that, then you change your consciousness. You can go back to Goloka, you can go back to the spiritual world. Otherwise, you have to stay here in Trugunina. Anyone from Trugunina? No? Okay. Usually there's someone. No, I'm from Trugunina. Every time I meet someone, where do you come from? Trugunina. But you know what I mean. You're stuck in this world. You know, if you're attached to this world, because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in the 8th chapter, he says, Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam, whatever you remember at the time of death, that's where you will go without fail. So if you're attached to this world, you will become something again in the next life. You will be born again in this world. I actually heard the other day, Prabhupada said, I'd never heard it before. Prabhupada said, in India there are camels. Actually, you know which country has the most camels in the world?
Australia.
Australia, yeah. Australia, I didn't know that. We have more camels than any other country. Out in the outback of Australia, there's thousands and thousands of camels. I didn't even realise, but they're out there. Sometimes when you fly to India on the plane, you go over the outback and you look down. And I'd never known there were that many camels. Yeah, sometimes you see maybe one or two. Now you can't see them, you're too high. But apparently there's thousands of them out there. So anyway, Prabhupada was in India and there's camels there. And Prabhupada made the comment that the British, who occupied India for a long time, you know, sometimes the British, you know, in the past, they were very like, you know, they put their chin up like this, you know, very, they think they're like aristocratic, right, very, better than everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
You understand? Okay. Because they ruled...
long time India.
They ruled India for a long time.
20 years.
Yeah. But, yeah, long time they ruled India and they were like this.
Yes, that's right.
Like that. So, and Prabhupada saw the camels and the camels walk like this. And Prabhupada actually said those British have taken birth as the camels in India. Because what did they think at the end of their life? Oh, now I'm dying. Now I don't have control over India anymore. So Krishna said, no problem, your karma will make you a camel because you exploited the Indian people. So now you have to take birth as a camel as punishment and live in the desert. And you walk around like this all day. Right? There's your India. You believe this? Hands up, you believe this. 25%. Okay. That's not too bad. The rest of you think about it. Because the more you think about it, you'll see it makes sense. These things actually make sense. So the point is, whatever you think of at the time of death, you will become. So if you're thinking of Krishna and thinking that I am Krishna's servant, you will take birth in the spiritual world. And in the spiritual world, there is no birth, there is no death, there is no old age, and there's no disease. Does it sound like a good deal? No birth. What would that feel like? Awesome. No birth. Birth is uncomfortable for two people. This is birth, right? There's no birth in the spiritual world. Everyone is always there. There's no death. Imagine if there's no death. You didn't have to die ever again. Sometimes people ask, if reincarnation is true, why can't we remember our previous lives? Because you'd have to remember every time you died. And death is not pleasant. Imagine if that was all in your memory. That trauma. People have enough trouble dealing with the trauma in this lifetime. Imagine you have to deal with 1,000 lifetimes. Oh, I was a fly and I got squashed. Oh no! And you have to remember that all the time. It's traumatic. Right? It's called post-fly traumatic syndrome. Or previous fly traumatic syndrome. I think that's the actual term. PFTSD, is that right? Yeah, it's a new one. I just invented it. Every week they have a new one. PTFFD. So you get to be born because you remember your father. That's why you can't remember what happened in your previous life. That's why you can't remember. But these things are true. Whatever you think of, you will become. So if you think I am Krishna's servant, you can go to the spiritual world. There's no birth or death. There's no old age. Old age is not pleasant. Hands up, you like to be 16 forever. Hands up. 25%. Not bad. The rest of you think about it. 16 to 25. Like if you could keep your body 16 to 25, you would do it. Why get old if you don't have to? And your body just always young. It would be so much better. So everyone in the spiritual world, they have a young body. Young body. Nava Yovana. Always youthful. No birth, no death, no old age, and no disease. Imagine no disease. Right? It's interesting that in America, for example, they spend more money on pharmaceuticals. You know, these pharmaceutical, one of the biggest businesses in the world, pharmaceutical. Right? So all of these medicines they have in America, they spend more money than any other country on medicine, and they have the most sick people in the world. Interesting correlation, isn't it? You spend the most money on what you call health, and everyone's more sick. Which just shows you that the medicines they're giving you, they don't actually make you healthy. Usually they have side effects, most of the medicines.
Yeah.
When you look on the packet, it says may have this side effect, but take it, you'll be happy. So imagine you go to a world where everyone is healthy all the time. No one gets sick. No one gets the cold. Right? Every time winter comes, everyone says, "Oh, I have my cold. I am cold." Right? So the best way, if you get cold, does sometimes get cold when winter comes? Yeah, the best way to counteract that is to make your body warm. Do some exercise, make your body warm and sweat, and then the cold goes out. Usually that will help a lot. So you have to do like that. Okay, who is this monkey? Hey, monkey girl. Monkey girl, are you sitting down? We actually have a kids' playroom at the back, so if monkey cannot sit down enough, then she can go to the playground.
You want to sit?
Yeah. Otherwise, monkeys have to sit quietly in here. This is temple room. Even for monkeys, they have to sit. So, in the spiritual world, no birth, no death, no old age. No. Yeah, maybe go and play. Yeah, go to the.
Trampoline.
Yeah, trampoline is it. Go to the trampoline. You can bounce forever. So, in the spiritual world, there's no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. That's why it is called Vaikuntha. There's no anxiety. But in this world, you have to have, when you get this material body, birth, death, old age, and disease. You cannot escape it. That is the nature of this material world. So it is a bad bargain. It's not good. So what do? We're making the best use of the bad bargain. That's why here we teach higher thinking. We have to give up this package. Give up this body. Give up your attachment to the body. The problem is we're too attached to the body. We spend too much time on the body. What is one of the biggest industries in the world? Beauty, yeah, beauty and fashion, yeah. Biggest industries, one of the biggest, right? Everyone's like in the mirror, like. People spend hours. You know why I have this haircut? I've had the same haircut 35 years. You know why I have this haircut? You know how much time it takes to brush my hair? Seriously. I used to be a model. Before I became Hare Krishna, I was a model. Right? I used to have nice hair and everything and like that. But when I became Hare Krishna, I just shave it. That's it. My modeling days are gone. Right? Because in the morning, when I was a model, you get up in the morning, get some gel, and like, do like this and like all this. Waste so much time. Half an hour every morning. Sometimes people do 1 hour in the morning. Waste of time. I get up in the morning, have my shower, get out. Right? I have to dry my hair. How long it takes? 10 seconds. Done. Okay. Now what? Now, higher thinking. Yeah? So that's why we practice natural living, higher thinking. Otherwise, you get caught up in the trap of this material world. And you spend your whole life wasting your time on things which are not necessary. Decorating a dead body. Prabhupada, our founder, one time he was in the airport. And in the airport, you know, when people in the airport, you feel sophisticated when you're in the airport because you're going somewhere. So everyone walks around like, you know. I'm going to Bali. Like everyone got that mood. You know, in the airport, everyone gets into this mood. Very artificial mood. So Prabhupada was in the airport. They said to Prabhupada, "What do you see?" Prabhupada said, "Flapping dead bodies." Because the body is actually dead. It's only the soul which makes it alive. When our soul goes out of our body, then there's no life. So it's just the soul's there, but everyone's just like flapping dead body. Everyone's just walking around like, you know, but it's not real. But we all get caught in the trap of Maya. Maya means illusion. And we think, oh, all of this is real. And we take it very seriously. And we're all in illusion in this world. And therefore people are not happy. As long as you identify with your body, your mind, your ego, you will not be happy in this world. It is guaranteed. You have to understand your soul and your service to Krishna. Then you will be happy in this world. So here at Hare Krishna Valley we're teaching higher thinking and natural living. We live naturally here. After lunch today, we'll take you to see our Goshala. Goshala means, Go means cow. Shala means shelter. Yeah. House, yeah, shala. Like Dharmshala, Goshala, yeah, different shala, Yoga shala, all this shala. Shala means like house or place you can go. So we have a cow house. Our cows have a house. So afterwards we'll take you to the cow barn, the cow house, Goshala. And you'll see how to live naturally. Because the cows, they live naturally. And you'll see in all the pictures, Krishna is with cows. Because in the spiritual world is called Goloka, which means place of the cows. Because when you live with the cows, you learn to live naturally. They slow you down. Because they have their own time of doing everything. In this modern world, everyone wants everything fast. Instantaneous gratification. Everyone wants fast food. Right? What's wrong with slow food? You should open one cafe, and on the front you say slow food. You come. What do you want? I want some roti. I want some sabji. Okay, just sit down. It will take a few minutes like that. Slow down. Like that. But in this world, everyone wants fast food. Everyone wants everything fast. Has to be immediate. Fast internet. Everyone's addicted these days. Everyone's in the trap of Maya. Like I was on the plane one time. I was flying. And I had a kid sitting next to me. He's maybe 15 or something. And, you know, I think you hook into the Wi-Fi or something. And on the plane, it's not so fast because it's a plane and, you know, so many people. So the kid's on there, and he goes, "Oh, it's slow." And I looked at him and I said, "Dude, do you understand where you are? You're in a machine which is 36,000 feet in the air, traveling 800 kilometers an hour through the air. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? Right? You're flying like a bird through the air, right, in a machine. And that internet is probably going like on a satellite which goes like into outer space, hits the satellite and comes back. And all you can say is, oh, slow. You know, because it took a second and a half for you to download something instead of like instant. This is artificial. Everyone wants fast. But we have to learn to live naturally. That's why we have the Goshala, because when you're with the cows, they teach you to slow down. You don't have a choice, because they work at their own pace. Try to get them to go through the gate. Like Maggie, she looks after our cows. Right? Go and ask her what it's like trying to get the cow through the gate. Sometimes it takes hours. Huh? We don't spend hours trying to get a cow through a gate. We just shut the gate and say, "Okay, we'll come back later," because they work their own pace, right? So that's why we take you after lunch. We go to the Goshala, and you can see the cows, because they will teach you to slow down. They're in Sattva Gun. Sattva Gun means peacefulness, goodness, right? And we also have to live like that. This modern society is not healthy. That's why people are sick. In the mind, people are sick. In the body, people are sick. Because they're trying to live artificially, too fast. It doesn't work. Humans are not created to be like that. We're meant to slow down. One thing you'll notice when you go back to the spiritual world, to Goloka, there's no phones. That'll be very difficult for many people. Imagine you get there and there's no phones. Everyone's like, oh, no phone. No one's got a phone. That means you can't text anyone. You see, Krishna, he has flute. When he wants to call you, he doesn't use the phone. He uses the flute. He plays his flute. He says, come, come. Or if he wants to send a message, there's no internet there. You know, what do they use for internet? Parrots. You see in the pictures, there's some parrots with Krishna. So he gets the parrot on his finger and he says to the parrot, and it gives a little message. The parrot goes and finds Radharani, right? And then she gets the parrot. Oh, Krishna says, come. Come, I'm coming. Flies back like that. What's better, parrot or iPhone?
Parrot.
Oh, even the kids says. These are good kids. These are the best kids. You kids can come and stay here, no problem. When you say the parrot is better than the iPhone, you can stay here. Because then you understand natural living. Even here, we don't use the phone. Right? We just use the parrots to speak to each other. Not really. But it would be good. In the spiritual world, it's like that. So here we're teaching natural living, higher thinking. You have to learn to live naturally, which is not the way that modern civilization is. Modern civilization is unnatural. We say natural living, higher thinking, right? They say unnatural living and not much thinking. Don't think too much, just do it. Just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. Yeah, but that's ruining the world. People are not thinking. You have to make conscientious decisions. So here we're trying to teach. This is our motto here at Hare Krishna Valley. Does it sound good?
Yes.
Anyone like to come and live here with us? Hands up. 25%. Not bad. Okay, we can negotiate. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I'm going to say if there are any questions or comments about what we are discussing, or about philosophy, or about our lifestyle, about the meaning of life, the universe, everything, we can give some answers. So if you'd like to ask some questions, you can ask.
So what is like living here? What is the routine like?
What is the routine like?
Yeah.
So it means we get up early in the morning. Maybe like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Get up early. And in the beginning of the day, we do mantra meditation. Japa. So it is recommended that we do the chanting of the Maha Mantra, like we're doing before. We're doing Sankirtan, which means together we're chanting. Because this mantra is made up of names of Krishna, of God. And when you chant the mantra, it purifies your heart and brings you closer to Krishna. It gives you self-realization, Krishna consciousness. So in the beginning of the day, then we should chant japa. Now we should chant on the meditation beads. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So start the day by meditating on the names of Krishna. Then, after that, you can do some reading of the sacred texts, like the Bhagavad Gita and these sacred books. In our shop we have all the sacred books you can read. And then have some prasadam in the morning. So just like now, my wife, she's offering the bhoga means the food stuff. We don't eat the food until we first, that's what we're doing now. We're offering it to Krishna, offering it to God. He will take it first. Because if you love someone, you will feed them first. You feed your kids first, right? Yeah, you never eat and then say to the kids, oh, by the way, are you hungry? And they're looking at you and saying, what's wrong? Right? So if you love someone, you feed them first. So like now, we're offering the food to Krishna first, to God. Then we take the prasad. And then you will get purified. Because the food, when it's been tasted by Krishna, then it becomes prasad, it becomes purifying to the soul. Nourishes the body, but you'll become purified and your consciousness will become enlightened. And then after that, then we start our day. So we have different duties here. So Manigriva and Maggie, they live on the other side of the farm, over where the Goshala is. So they look after the cows. They go in the morning, check on the cows, see if the cows are okay, clean the cow barn, do different activities. And on our side, we're in charge of the retreat center. So up here where the people go, we just had a retreat, just finished this weekend. We're teaching Vedic astrology and Bhakti Yoga. So we just finished a retreat just before all you people came. People stayed with us this weekend, they learned about our philosophy and lifestyle, things like this. So we look after this side. And then during the day, we look after the property. There's so many things to do. Or this weekend we had a retreat, so we're looking after the guests, cooking for the people, all these different things. And then in the evening, then we have some spiritual activity. Then we can do some kirtan, or we can read the sacred texts like that. So it's like simple living, natural living. So that is the consciousness.
Okay. And the retreat, how often it happens?
We do retreats probably sometimes twice a month, sometimes more. Depends on what's going on. If you go on our email list, you can go on our website, you can leave your email, or you can give it to me, or you can, in the shop there's a book you can write. And then we'll send you email whenever there's a retreat or something coming up. Then yeah, if you want to join, you can come and stay. Spend your weekend here. It's a nice place to stay for the weekend. And when you go, you'll feel very spiritually uplifted. Otherwise, we give your money back. If you're not happy, then no problem. Money back guarantee. TK? Okay. Any other questions?
So as you mentioned that I get email, said Friday, Saturday and Sunday. But sometimes Friday is difficult for many people.
Hare Baba, Friday means 7 o'clock we start. In the evening. Friday doesn't mean we're all day Friday. It means people arrive on Friday for the retreat. And then it goes Saturday and then Sunday. And then after lunch everyone goes back. So you don't have to worry. It's not all day. Not too long. We're practical. We know you're busy, so then we start on Friday. Yeah. No problem. Any other questions? Usually we have more questions, but if you feel spiritually enlightened, then everything is in your heart, everything is realized. But if you want to understand something, you can ask something.
Can I ask something?
Yes, madam.
In our daily routine and fast-paced life, we have our commitments, and how can we incorporate the spiritual practice? Or is there any simple techniques or?
Yeah. So it means if you get up early in the morning, then you'll have time for spiritual practices. But if you get up and then just go straight to work or then you don't have time. So like in the Temple of Melbourne, they have Mangalati at 4:30 in the morning. So they go early. And then they have time to chant their japa between 5 and 7, like that. So it means if you go to bed early, get up early, then you'll have time for these things. And then on the weekends you can come and meet, like you came here today, and then in Melbourne they also have places where you can go. And there's different times of the week where you can catch up with people, in the evenings also. So time is there. But sometimes we have to reduce our material activities. If you reduce the material activity, you'll have more time for the spiritual activities. So it's a challenge for all of us, because life is busy now and fast-paced. But you have to see what is your priority. What thing do you want the most? And then you can act accordingly. Just depends how strong your desire is. Yeah? If your desire is strong, you will do it. Like, you know, so many things. Like, what happens when women get married? Right? Leading up to their marriage, they all lose weight. Right? Why do they lose weight? Because they have a purpose, a focus, a desire. You know, everyone wants to look good on their wedding day, right? But then after they get married, everyone puts on weight again. Right? Because they don't have that same attachment or the same incentive which is there previously. So you have to find that incentive. So in spiritual life it's the same. You can make so many excuses, I don't have time, I don't do this, I don't know. But if that's your focus, you will do it. You'll reduce your material things and... TK? Oh, okay. Any other questions? So many intelligent people here. You must have some intelligent questions to ask.
Hare Krishna Guruji. So just it's a more personal kind of question.
That's okay.
Nobody's asking.
We are personal people.
So we are just going to be celebrating Janmashtami festival next month, and we have an option. And we are trying. I just thought I'll take your opinion as well. One place is like a cow shed, a gaushala close by, but it's not as opulent. And the other place is like in a temple, but it's a separate temple. It's not a ISKCON temple. They have a separate room that they rent out.
Where are you from?
America.
You're from America.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Tennessee. So
you're going back. You're going back there.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are debating which one. So what would be your suggestion?
Give me the options again.
One is a cow shed, which is gaushala. It's a very nice spiritual place, but not as opulent. And the other one is more opulent, and probably more people will come. But in the gaushala, we'll expect like usually more spiritually oriented people will come.
Yeah, they go for the other one. Don't go for the gaushala, because if more people will come, that will give Krishna more pleasure. Because Janmashtami, for those who don't know, that's Krishna's birthday, which is coming up, I think this year it's August 27th. August 27th. So on that day, we celebrate Krishna's birthday. For us, that's the biggest day of the year. So on Janmashtami, Krishna will be happy if more people come. So that's the answer to your question. Yeah. Like Prabhupada, who's the founder of our movement, he built big temples around the world. And sometimes people would come to him, and reporters and different people, and they'd say, why do you live in these big buildings and you have these big temples? Like this is a big farm, 200-acre farm. If you go to Melbourne Temple, you know, did you go? Yeah, so very opulent. Yeah, nice temple, right? So then people ask, why do you have all these big temples? And they asked Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, because if I sat under a tree, you wouldn't come here to interview me. So if I have these big temples and all these things, you will come to see, and then you'll learn about Krishna. That's why we do these things. So if it means more people will come, then you do it at the location, the opulent location, the nice location. And then in the future, then you take them to the cow barn. And then you can, you know, roll the cow putties and you can chant Hare Krishna together. But for people that come the first time, they might need a little bit more comfort. That's why, Prabhupada. So, nice question. Good luck in America. Which one? Tennessee?
Yes.
Oh, good luck.
Do you have service opportunity in the bigger one as well?
No. Well, not really.
But you'd have service opportunity in the Gaushala one?
Yeah. Well, we will be conducting the program either places. Yeah, it's not like the temple is, we are not part of that temple as such.
Because it's nice to do as much service as you can on Janmashtami, so that's another consideration as well, where you have a service that inspires you and
both places
service
would be,
opportunity.
Both places we would be the same kind of group of people, devotees.
Go for the big one.
First temple in New York City.
In New York City.
In New York City, in a shop. I see.
Yeah. The first temple in this
I've
one.
lived in America 11 years.
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah, the first temple in the Hare Krishna
Maybe
movement was...
1200 temple in the world maybe.
Yeah.
And 60, 70 opening now.
Yeah. Yeah, in America, our first temple, when Prabhupada started the movement, was 26 Second Avenue.
Little one.
Yeah, it's just a shop front, like that. That's where the Hare Krishna movement started, right, in America in 1966. Just a little shop front, 26 Second Avenue in America. And now we have hundreds and hundreds of temples all over the world, farms, restaurants, all these things. And it came just from one man who came to America when he was 69 years old. Hands up if you are 69 or above. Anyone in this room? 69 or above. Okay, so you can imagine now you get on a boat and you go across the ocean with $8 in your pocket and a trunk full of books. And you arrive in America, a place you've never been before, as a Swami dressed in clothes. So we'll have to change your clothes. Right? And then you get there, and then you have to start a worldwide movement. So from the age of 69 to the 81, in 12 years, Prabhupada started the worldwide movement. And now we have temples and places everywhere in the world.
2 times heart attack in the ship.
Yeah. And then,
reading the book in Prabhupada.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah, when he was on the boat going across to America for 1 month on the ocean, he had 2 heart attacks.
2 heart attacks.
Right? And then he said if he had have had a third one, he would have passed away. But he said, Prabhupada actually said one time, that Krishna sat on the edge of his bed all night and massaged his chest. And kept him comfortable. And then he also had a dream that the Dasa avatars, the different incarnations of Krishna, were taking him on a boat across the ocean. And Krishna actually said to Prabhupada, he said, you just go there and spread these teachings, I will take care of everything. And you see what happened. Now the Hare Krishna movement is all over the world. People are learning about these things all over the world. But it started with one man who was 69 years old, got on a boat and went across the ocean to save all these people, to save you from illusion in this material world, to break your attachments to this world, to take you back to Krishna.
India first temple in Vrindavan, right? Vrindavan, maybe.
First temple?
India, Vrindavan.
Yeah,
So maybe.
when Prabhupada went back, he opened Calcutta and Mayapur. Yeah, Vrindavan came.
Yeah, I read in a book.
Yeah.
Vrindavan, maybe first.
Yeah. Now we have so many temples in India.
Yeah.
In Delhi itself,
Everywhere, every city,
I think Delhi we have 12 or 14 temples just in Delhi. Big one. Yeah, it's growing like crazy in India. And it was interesting, before Prabhupada came to America in 1965, he only had one follower. Right? One follower before he came. And now if you go to India, there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers. So it's quite amazing how it's spread.
Headquarter temple in Mumbai.
Yeah, very nice one. Yeah. Any other questions about the meaning of life or the meaning of temples or the meaning of Janmashtami? Anything?
Yeah, the Janmashtami one, sometimes they say it's Janmashtami and the next day is Krishna Jayanti. So what's the difference?
It's the same day.
Yeah. But
So if they say it's the next day, there's a problem, because you can only have a birthday on one day.
Maybe after 12 is born, is it after?
No, it's not like that. Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. It means that the day after is Nandotsava.
Nandotsava.
Yeah, the next day after Janmashtami.
Okay.
It is Nandotsava. So Nanda Maharaj, Krishna's father, he had a big festival to celebrate the birth of his child. So that's that's the next day. But the Jayanti means the birthday, that's Janmashtami, that's the day before. So we get, in our temple in Melbourne, we have thousands of people come for Janmashtami. And many people from India, they come the day before, because in India, the Tithi sometimes is different.
Yeah.
So in India, it's the day before, and then in Melbourne, it's the next day. So like we kind of have 2-day celebration, because everyone comes, and we say, actually it's tomorrow, and they say, oh, okay, and they come again tomorrow. And even some people come the day after, because it's around that time. So please come.
But it starts in the night before, like the night
whole
starts.
night?
Yeah.
No, it starts that day.
That day.
That day, yeah. We go from Mangalati, we go in the morning, and then all day we do service for Krishna. And then Krishna appears at midnight. When God comes to this world, when Krishna comes, he appears at midnight. So we wait up until midnight, and then we do Arti for Krishna, Maha Arti for Krishna. And then we have feast at 1 o'clock in the morning, which that shows what sort of crazy people we are. Right? We have big feast, and then we all go to sleep, and then we get up again at 7. And then the next day is Prabhupada's birthday, Vyasa Puja. So then we celebrate Prabhupada's the next day. This is the Hare Krishna movement. And we have another big feast. The problem with the Hare Krishna movement is too many big feasts. I used to be skinny.
You're a model. You used to be a model, so...
Yeah, I used to be a model, I used to be beautiful. And then the Hare Krishnas, they gave me too many feasts, and now look.
Even more beautiful.
Oh,
the inner beauty. Now
I like this man. You can have a free dessert. I pay him to say these things. $200. 300. It's getting a bit much. Okay. Any other questions?
Why is even money made if we only want to do bhakti and Krishna, bhakti and all stuff?
Yeah. What's the question?
Why is money made if we want to do bhakti?
In this world? Why do people make money? Is that what you mean?
No, why is money made?
Like for the Hare Krishna movement? Why do we make money? Is that what you mean?
No,
why
there is a money when there is a bhakti,
why is there money in this world?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good question. In the spiritual world where Krishna lives, there's no money. Everything is free. But in this world, people always want something. No, it's very rare in this world people will do something for you without they want something in return.
Expectation.
Yeah, it's like Ari. Like every time he says something, he wants like $200 or something. That's the way the material works. So it's like that. People always want something. So it's always, like if you ring the electrician, in your house, say like the lights have a problem. So you ring the electrician, and he comes and he fixes it. And you say, thank you very much.
Nothing for free.
Yeah, thank you for the bhakti. And he says, Hare Baba, you have to pay me. You have to give me some money. Like that. So no one does anything for free in this world. Because this world is different. Actually, everything should be free. We should all just work and help each other. Like some people grow food. I teach spiritual things. So then, traditionally, the brahmanas, I would be called a brahmana, which means like a priest or a spiritual person. So in the traditional times, they don't get any money, they get dakshina. People just look after them, they give them gifts, which still happens to some degree. So it means that instead of paying, like people will just come, oh, you want something to eat? I'll give you some food, I'll give you some clothes. So everyone can just...
Cow.
Yeah, give you a cow.
Thousands.
Yeah.
None of Maharaj gives thousands.
Yeah, you give cows in donation, like that. So it means in a good society, the way we should live on earth is everyone just gives things to each other. Like you have food, you give it to me. I have spiritual knowledge, I give it to you. So we all do like that. But in the material world, unfortunately, people are exploitive. They always want something. So that's why money exists. Right? I'll do something for you, but you have to give me money. So it's not the best. The best is in the spiritual world. Everything is free. You can eat whatever you want, it is free. That's good. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Good man. Any other questions? Anything. Yeah.
Is there Coca-Cola in the spiritual world?
You tell me. You tell me. You know the answer already, so you tell me.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah, you're correct.
There's Varuni juice.
Yeah, there's Varuni juice. Yeah. Yeah. There are drinks which make you feel, because in the spiritual world there's no intoxication which is contaminated by ignorance. In this world, all the intoxication people take, alcohol and marijuana and all the drugs and things, they all lead to ignorance. They all bring the consciousness down. Whereas in the spiritual world, there is a type of intoxication, it's called Varuni juice. And they drink it, but it makes you more blissful. And everyone drinks their Amrita, it makes you immortal. So everyone drinks it, but they feel more blissful. Whereas the stuff here, it makes you feel, the next day you wake up and you feel like, oh, I've got a headache, and oh, did anyone get the number plate of that truck that hit me? You know, it doesn't make you feel good. But in the spiritual world, you actually feel more enlivened. So even the intoxication there is superior. So yeah, there's no Coca-Cola. Very, very good question. Any other questions?
I have one.
Yeah. About
just a question about detachment. How do you practice detachment without isolating yourself from the way normal people exist?
Can you elaborate a little bit more? I'm not quite sure what you mean by the question.
Just in general, like practicing, like you mentioned that way to attach to things,
Yeah, okay.
to situations, to people. So how do you like to, I think my understanding of spirituality is that you need to practice a level of detachment to not get affected by things happening around you, to live an anxiety-free, stress-free life. So it sounds good in theory, but how do you put it to practice?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, Prabhupada actually said we should not practice too much attachment and not too much detachment, because both are not good. If you're too attached to things in this world, you can't think of Krishna. But if you're too detached, it means you also won't think of Krishna. You'll become impersonal. You won't treat other people properly. Like, for example, you might see someone, I actually saw this in India. I was in Vrindavan, which is a very holy place. And it was raining a little bit. And the road is made of stone, so it's a little slippery. And there was one sadhu, and he was on crutches. He was going down, he slipped, and he fell on his face. And I watched all the people in the shops, and no one went and helped him. It was like too much detachment. Right? They became like impersonal. Someone's in. So I got up and went out and helped him. You know, because sometimes in India people become a little bit too impersonal. They try to practice detachment, but it becomes like an artificial thing, or it's not good. So we have to have the balance. We're not too detached, but we're not too attached. So you have to strike that balance in your own life. Because if you practice one or the other, then you won't be satisfied as a person. So it's a good question, because we shouldn't be too detached. Like if we see someone needs some assistance, then assist them. You know, don't like, oh, I am detached from this world. Everything is illusion. Everything is illusion. I don't know. Oh, but then when I see, because I know people who are like that, I see that. They say, oh, everything's illusion, I don't need... But when they're in trouble, they want everyone to come and help, obviously. Like if you feel sick, you want people to look after you. But then sometimes, you know, we say, oh, they're sick, oh, that's just Maya. That's just illusion. Oh, but when you're sick now, it's different, isn't it? So people have to learn not to be too attached, not to be too detached. You have to like have the middle ground. Does it make sense? So something like that.
So does like do you have to like meditate to be able to maintain that balance?
Our meditation is chanting Hare Krishna, japa. So we recommend you do that regardless. Just do that, and then your whole life will become perfect. So you don't have to worry about meditation. You know, what's meditation? I just close my eyes and I go. You know, that's good. Makes your mind peaceful, but it doesn't make you enlightened. It just makes you a little bit peaceful. And because people are disturbed these days, they think, oh, that's enough. Oh, no, I'm a little bit peaceful now. That's not the goal of life. Is not to be peaceful. The goal of life is to become Krishna conscious or enlightened. Understand you're Krishna's servant. So that comes through chanting. So chanting is the supreme meditation. So that's what we recommend. Do you chant every day? So maybe try. Maybe try. We have Japamala in the shop you can get. And just even if you chant one round, you go around, chant Hare Krishna on each bead. It takes maybe 10 minutes a day. If it doesn't work, we'll give your money back. And if it does work, you can become Krishna conscious, become supremely blissful. The chanting gives anandam buddhivardhanam, ever increasing bliss. That's the potency. You can try it, if you like. Any other question? Yes, madam.
So how long does it take for a soul to travel from this world to the spiritual world? And how many obstacles do we have to come across while going there?
That's up to you.
It's upon our karma?
No, not your karma, your desire.
Okay.
How long does it take to get to the spiritual world? 1 moment. Yeah. Garuda Airlines. If you're ready to go to the spiritual world, Krishna will send a plane to pick you up. Pushpa Vimana. Flower aeroplane will come. And you can get on, you go straight there. It takes 1 moment. You don't even have to book a ticket. Right? Krishna can take you straight there. But when will that happen? You said there's so many obstacles, that's up to you. It's not that there are so many obstacles, it's just that you are attached to the obstacle, that's all. Like there was one guru, he said to his disciple, you have to give up your attachments in this world. They're keeping you in this world, your material desires. The disciple said to the guru, it's too difficult, too difficult. So the next morning he got up in the ashram and he walked outside and the guru was holding a tree. He said, Guru Maharaj, what are you doing? He said, the tree won't let me go. He said, what are you talking about? Just let go of the tree. He said, no, it won't let me go. He said, Guru Maharaj, let go of the tree. He said, no, I can't. The tree won't let me go. So the Guru said, you're the one holding, not the... You're saying there's so many obstacles. You make the obstacles. You're the one who's attached. So if you give up your attachments, you can go to Krishna now, 1 moment. But it's up to you when you want to do that, that's all. So at least make some progress spiritually. Don't come back next year. You know, people come here all the time. They come back after 1 year. I say to them, how are you doing? I haven't made any progress. Oh, so many obstacles. Oh, everything's so difficult. That's your problem. Do something about it. You know, make some spiritual progress. Nothing. What's stopping you? What is stopping you? Nothing. Only your desire. So where does your desire come from? Sangas teshu pajayate. Sangat sanjayate kama. Krishna says desire comes from sangha, association. So if you associate with spiritual people, people are trying to get to Krishna, you will also develop that strong desire to get to Krishna. So according to your sangha, you would develop your desire. Is it okay? Okay. So how long does it take to get to Krishna?
A moment.
Yeah, if you're serious. Otherwise it can take lifetimes. Bahu Jamma. Many lifetimes. Up to you. If you're serious, you can go there now. If you're not serious, you come back to the Hare Krishna Valley for many lifetimes. We will cook lunch for you. Any other questions?
One more probably.
Yes, Mataji.
If someone is very disenchanted with this world and really wants to go to Krishna in a hurry, doesn't want to go through the pain of the old age and all that, and while thinking of Krishna, while commit suicide, will he go to Krishna or not?
No. No. Nice try, but no. Doesn't work like that. Because the body doesn't belong to you. It's not your body. So you say you want to go to Krishna or commit suicide and go to him quickly, but it's not your... Krishna wants you to stay in this body while you're in this world and bring others to Krishna. And then die naturally. That's Krishna's desire. So you can't do this, try to get out quickly. No. Krishna is more intelligent than that. He'll make you come back again. So you can't do like that. Any other question? Okay, thank you all for coming. Very nice to have you all here today. So, is anyone hungry? Okay, one lady, so you can go. Okay, two ladies. Oh, now you're hungry. Okay, so we'll go and have lunch. We'll serve the lunch just out here, outside, and then you can sit around. We have chairs outside, or if it's cold, you can also have a dining room in there. We can't fit everyone in the dining room, but if you need to go there, you can. Maybe the elderly people, they can go into the dining room and you go around. And then after lunch, we'll go to the Goshala and we'll visit the sacred cows. And you can get the blessings of Gomata on this sacred day. Today is actually Ashtami. So Ashtami is a very nice day. So it's an auspicious day for you to come and visit the cows. Many of you brought tickets, so thank you for buying your tickets. If you didn't buy a ticket, then you can leave a donation here in the box, or you can come and see me. And we also take credit card. Because in this material world, everything is about money. So, money. So, okay, so thank you for coming. Hare Krishna. Okay.